Hello, thank you for allowing me to share my favorite quote with you through an essay. My name is Kimberly Nelson, and my favorite quote is, "Without preparation, opportunity is an empty promise." I remember when I first read this quote in an email correspondence that I received from an entertainment attorney. At the time, I was brokering a deal through my business, and I received an email from this entertainment attorney, and it was Ricky Anderson at the time, and it just stuck with me. And this was in 2005 to 2015 that I had ran my business called Y Square Management, and our tagline was "Coming at you from every angle." I remember receiving that quote and saying to myself that I'm going to keep that quote very present with me, and I added it in my email signature line. So every time it would go out, it will always stay present with me. That I was actually preparing for something that is great. I started my business in 2005 to service the media landscape, to offer success-based programming in North Carolina regional area. When I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina in 1996, I attended Johnson C. Smith University, and I got a bank teller job up the street on Betty's Ford Road, working for Nations Bank at the time. Although I was denied returning to Johnson C. Smith University in my freshman year because I received a bill for $7,000 that I had to pay a private lender at the age of 18, I didn't have access to funds. My family or friends didn't have the capital to lend to me. And so I had to figure out how to tap into society quick. Most of my work was with the banking industry, and I had no intentions on servicing in the media industry sector. However, I was blessed to advance in several different departments within the bank, more so on the lending front and private and commercial lending administration side. That's where it revealed to me that African Americans were not included in the banking portfolios. And so it inspired me more as a social entrepreneur to really look at what's going on in the area, because at the time when I was a bank teller, I used to have trainings at South Park, the university, uptown, and I would notice where people would frequent areas compared to others, especially uptown. Coming from Flint, Michigan, it was a situation, we were known for being the heartbeat of America in Southeast Michigan. The Motown movement was big. It drove social impact and culture in that area. And in the late 90s, being in Charlotte, North Carolina, I noticed many African Americans didn't really come uptown, which I would refer to as downtown in Michigan. However, we ended up continuing our business venture forward to be able to offer our program services. When I recognized that Charlotte lacked diversity, inclusion, and culture coming from Flint, Michigan, it always remained clear to me as a social impact accelerator and entrepreneur to prepare for what you plan to build. Don't take your work for granted, no matter what. I even learned that whatever I was working on, my time was my seed capital. At times, I would be discouraged living in North Carolina, experiencing several roadblocks as an entrepreneur, but I didn't give up on the work and the seeds that was planted. I kept the material and the documentation, and I accounted for it just through my business and tax filings every year. I just knew the work that we were preparing to do mattered. Now we have an education and workforce development model to offer social entrepreneurship accreditations. We have media technology curriculum and programs registered in the North Carolina Work System to service the community. Big vision requires small steps, and it's important to value your work. Keep in mind that this means something, and know that you are preparing for something greater. Keep the faith and never let go. Thank you for allowing me to share my favorite quote. Without preparation, opportunity is an empty promise. Thank you.